Okay, since I'm live, actually I might as well go on my YouTube channel. Pull up the app on here. Oopsie. I'm such a mess right now. Alright, let me pull this up here. Camera tilted, right? Alright, let me make sure I have the stuff right. Alright. Pull up the history. Because I want to make sure I see myself. Alright. Look good on the TV. Look good on here. And, yeah, let's talk. Hello, everybody. It's me, Lindsie Star. Welcome back to my, vlog. I'm not sure I'm going to have an outro music because I am live streaming right now, so understand what's going on. If you guys are watching me later, make sure to please hit that like button. If you're watching me right now as well, make sure to please hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on. And I'm trying to make sure this is going away, but sorry if you guys are hearing noise. If you don't, that's a good thing. Alright, so you guys are wondering why am I streaming vlog right now and why I'm not streaming on my gaming channel or Twitch. Well, here's the reason why. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but the reason was I had to shower. I thought I was going to go out and hang out. You know, I thought I was going to go out once my mom got home, even though it took her a couple of hours. And I was trying to find out why. Turns out her going to Deborah took her so long. And I'm like, wait, is there more than one person who's, like, watching? I don't know how to put this, but it was ridiculous. So, anyway, you know, it was, like, I'm like, and I asked her, is there more than one person? Her little, as I asked her, is there one more? She tells me it's like, oh, because, you know, this one person is talking to somebody else who's having the same issue. I'm like, really? You only go to see a person who is also with somebody else? I mean, that's, first of all, that's wasteful. And second of all, I mean, couldn't you see somebody else to help you out? I guess not. Unless Deborah does not have the funds. I don't want to go into political situations, but this sounds like a political situation. So, anyway, apparently, I didn't know when she was getting home. Instead, I got done to shower, had to shower off, and actually at the same time, I was trying to get my vlog up, but it took a long time. And I'm always wondering, why did it take a long time? Unless I find out it's because of my phone, I'll be angry. And speaking about my phone, I'm still getting this. I'm trying to talk to my mother and telling her that I think we need to go get new phones. She tells me, it's like, and I try to tell her it's because of the manufacturer warranty. She thinks in her head warranty and not manufacturer, which means she thinks the warranty on my phone from Sprint. She says, oh, because I'm paying that. Yes, that is partly true, but the other reason is I said manufacturer warranty, aka me registering my phone on the Samsung website, and I try to tell her and say, oh, it's going to be running out next month, and I'm having issues already with it. I get this error code 400, like I had already did this morning. I had get messages because of the security code. I try to contact them. I contact Samsung like you told me to, and via email, and all I get was the stupid email response. And it's like when I try to contact them about Fortnite app, why is it causing to heat up? They give me a stupid They give me a stupid automatic response, and not say like properly email me. And then of course, I also end up contacting Epic Games via email. What they tell me is, oh, go to our forums. I'm like, that's an automatic email. I want to talk to somebody who's a real person. No automatic emails. Else, I want somebody to communicate back and forth, but this is more of duck, duck, duck. And I guess because even though we're supposed to be evolving into this technology situation, I still can't talk to somebody. If I talk to somebody on the phone, I'm going to get somebody who's non-American. I'm sorry I'm acting like this, but it's probably because of the whole entire Comcast situation. Alright? I don't know if I'll get somebody who can understand me and I can understand them. It's not about somebody being mean about something. It's just how I feel. Anyway, so I was, chatting them, it would be way worse. Because I don't know if they have punctuation marks. Don't know if they have, grammars, I should say. I don't know about their grammars, their spelling errors. And like I said, this is because I had the same issues when I was talking to Comcast. It was completely another joke. I mean, seriously. Let's see. So, my mother is like completely gone, just focusing on food. I'm like, oh, that's bad enough. So, anyway. So much as I could say, my mother could not specify about her visit to the doctor. She only said the doctor couldn't see her until 2 o'clock. Then why would you schedule at around 12 and you can't see the doctor at 2? Something is wrong with that. I mean, seriously, you're telling me that they cannot see you until 2? You should just came home. And then try again, like around 1:30. That was stupid. Deborah Heart and Lungs should be ashamed of themselves. And they only signed her one doctor and not saying, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We'll find another person who'll talk to you about this. Nope. Stuganagas. Stuganaga, I think. Is that how you say it? It's stupido, Stuganog, stupid. What I'm trying to say is, the doctors and those doctors and nurses at Deborah Heart and Lungs should be ashamed of themselves. Because they're nothing more than a stupido morons. Oh. Okay. My mother sent me a text message, and I already took care of that. It was about the washer. Anyway. So, anyway, so I'm so mad right now, and I'm going because they could not speak to my mother. They couldn't assign somebody else to her. They had her wait until 2 o'clock. That is no excuse. That is no excuse. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with people these days? And this is because of the government. I'm gonna start laughing. Dang. Spilling the coffee for that. You know, like spilling the tea. And, you know, I'm surprised my mother said did not say, and actually, I'm nearly more mad at my mother as well for not saying, oh, please, give me somebody else. Seriously, get her another doctor, to talk to her. Not having her the wait. And you know, it's ridiculous. And the reason why I'm going to just let everybody know, no matter what health issues you have or have, it's the best to make sure you either have to see somebody else. I mean, seriously. Especially if you're having issues with your heart. And they said and they have you forced to wait for an hour or so. You know, here's the rule of thumb. If you have to wait for more than a half hour, find another doctor. Tell them you want to see somebody else. Because nobody should be waiting that long. It actually didn't take me that long to see my doctor a couple of days ago. Until I found out that I had to be put on an inhaler. But I'm and even though suggesting of seasonal allergies, I'm going to do is the next time I go visit her, I'm going to ask her and say to her, is it a possibility that that maybe the reason why I'm probably wheezing, it has to do with mold as well? Can mold make me sick? Because if it's so, I'm going to put this on my parents. Because it's their fault. Of course, my wackadoo father, he says, oh, it's the reason why you're probably sick because you need to go to the dentist. Yeah, you went to the dentist, she went to the dentist, she's coughing, I don't know about you, you old fart. I don't think it's has to do with the dentist. And if I find out what she said to you, there will be consequences. Oh man, there will be consequences. Anyway, I don't know. If there is mold in our house, I will find out. I mean it. If it's because of the bathroom, the front bathroom has mold in there, or her room has mold in there, and because of that being airborne and something, there's going to be heck to pay. I mean, seriously, there will be the dire consequences. Seriously. Wait, just to make sure. I mean, seriously. I love to hear my own voice. You know, actually the funniest thing is, somebody said something about self-love. What was it? Oh, yeah, Tyler. Yes, Tyler Pappas, aka Locked on Zip. He says about self-love for, you know, finding real love, I guess. You know, anyway, actually, I was kind of worried about him yesterday. I mean, he didn't release his Pocket Edition video because I thought I usually figured him out that he would have released something by Tuesday, every Tuesday, but it hasn't. I mean, I should have gone and watched Preston's video, but Anyway, I don't know. So, yeah, so back to about this whole entire situation about me, why I didn't know my stream. So, yes, I tried to, so I went to go upstairs, shower, but it was also because I was trying to get the video, for this channel go up live, and it took so long. I don't know if it's because of my phone or the internet, so who knows. So anyway, I had it after I got the vlog on live, I went upstairs, showered up, you know, and then I went to try to get dressed, you know, brush my teeth, try to get dressed, you know, to make sure presentable. But as I was brushing my teeth, and understand, I had my glasses downstairs because I was going to put them on down when I got downstairs. Anyway, I get downstairs, I'm about to head on downstairs. Anyway, I was brushing my teeth, and next thing you know, I look in there, big blur, a blob, and it's my brother. I'm like, was wondering, oh crap, my mother's gonna be home. And it said it was my brother. A big blob that he is. Called me a blob. I'm gonna call him a blob. In fact, he's way worse. Or says he, I mean, when he was working somewhere else, he didn't gain a lot of weight. I think ever since he hanged out with his friends, he gained weight. Bad enough as it is. Oopsie. Sorry, Mark. I love it when I'm watching the replay of it. So anyway, so push comes to shove I'm like, geez, so that was just my brother. And then the next thing you know, by the time I got downstairs, put out about trying to get dressed, my mother shows up and she's home. So then everything went completely south. Because of that, I was, you know, I felt so much laziness. But turns out my mother was home. I tried to talk to her about this, and that's what happened. I should have gone upstairs, but it was after I had dinner, and it was just bad. So, anyway, that's why I couldn't stream much. Of course, I also had some slight issues going on in chat with, you know, stuff. But anyway, now before I can talk to you guys about anything else that I promise you guys that I will try my best to stream before I have to go to the dermatologist. Otherwise, I'll try tonight. But the reason why I'm going to the dermatologist today is because I have to see if there's a possibility if, I don't know what's going to be happening. But the reason why I have to go to a dermatologist is because if you guys can not much see here, right here, I have a skin tag. It's so tiny. And then I have, and of course I have skin tags here, as you can see. I have one over here, and then yeah, and then of course I have another one right here. And of course I have some on the side of me, and actually I should also be honest, I have some that underneath I have one underneath my breast. I know I shouldn't say it, but but it's true. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be this is going to be a visit to consult, or they're going to remove it. However, the reason why I'm going to one that is it will be like I think it'll be at least a 15-minute drive. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for the burping. I think the possibility of a 15-minute drive to there is because it's in another city. However, I don't know if I'm going to be meeting the person who created this dermatology office, because I'm kind of a little bit scared, because the person who created this dermatology got in trouble with the law. Yeah. If you guys didn't know about this, I heard somebody told me about the dermatology, that the person who created it got in trouble with the law. Apparently, he kind of somewhat threatened, and somebody called the police. He got arrested, and this happened back in, what was it? It was back in August, so about 2-3 months ago, and this happened in across the state, Pennsylvania. I'm like, really? So he almost got in jail. I mean, seriously. His lawyer tried to help him out, and like, I don't know. It was very weird. But anyway, yeah, so he still has it. I mean, he didn't go to jail or anything. Well, he probably had to pay the fine and probably do community service. But yeah, it was very, very weird finding this out. But and it was Britain, and I had to search online to find where the place is at, and yeah, this guy really did this. So anyway, so I don't know if it's going to be that doctor or one of his associates. You know, it's just I don't know how this will go. You know, because it's really crazy. And of course, I still have to get my blood drawn, but I don't know when that will be. Probably before, I don't know, probably soon. I'm thinking maybe I'm not doing tomorrow, or I'm not going to do it this week. Probably maybe next week, I don't know. I just don't know if it is going to be that. I feel like, what's going on? So, besides, I have to go to the dermatologist today. I need to get my blood drawn, and I'm also gonna have to go to. I'm waiting for my mother to get me to see this podiatrist. It's about my feet. Oh no! Who's calling? Oh, this is bad! Really? Why? No! Come on! Somebody please hang up the damn phone! Please! Oh my God. I don't like when people call. Yeah. Another thing, random callers calling, and they try to leave a message. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, I forgot I could do this. I forget I can turn off the microphone. Oh my. Well, you could call me a pleb. And if you guys are wondering where I got that word from, direct all the hate to Preston Place. Oh, not again. Guys, give me just one moment with the... Let me mute. That's very weird. I don't know who these people are calling at 10 o'clock in the morning. Can you believe it's 2 phone calls by 2 people I don't know. This family don't know. Oh, I'm so frustrated right now. And probably the random callers. They're probably scammers. Because if that's so, then screw them. Actually, speaking about scammers, yesterday when I was on Instagram and I got a message from a friend, and suddenly I get this request, and it's the usual spammers, like the usual scammers. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you go onto Instagram and you see, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. Actually, maybe I can show you, probably through my iPad. Otherwise, I wish I can show you on my iPhone. Stop saying iPhone, Lindsie. You meant your Samsung Galaxy is hate. So anyway, maybe I'll try the best to show you guys through my iPad. So, oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Sorry to Xena's Star. If you're watching this, I do apologize. But I don't know if you guys can see it. Also, sorry to anybody else who has their Instagram story. If you guys see that arrow up top here, this arrow here, this is considered called a messenger. Usually it will go to blue. And anyway, and then of course you have the messages. Sorry to anybody who's there. Well, except for me. Sorry. If you usually have messages and direct messages, and sometimes it'll come up on here on the screen that says a request. If you do get that and you check onto it and they said they want to talk to you, and if you see a group message, these are the steps I want you to take. Like, first of all, do not hit decline, because this won't solve it, okay? Best thing you do is to go through the accounts that started this message, and best to do is to report them as spam. And the reason why I am saying this as of right now is because I don't know why Instagram has not been able to take these accounts down, but these are people who are trying to do is they're trying to find people on Instagram, and what they want to do is they want to say is we want you to buy our services says to get more followers. First of all, the reason why they're saying this is really bad, because this goes against Instagram's policies to buy followers. Second of all, just trying to say about the second one. Yeah, first is about they're trying to get you to buy followers. It goes against Instagram's policy. Second of all, Second of all, they may want your money by scamming you out this, and they'll probably say if you go through with this, you have to be careful, because if they say they want your PayPal email or your bank information, don't. A third reason is there's a possibility they'll try to give you a link, and they'll try to send you to supposed to be their website that it isn't. So if you come across a group chat like that, and there are 3 people who have no pictures of icons, and just go through the group chat, which I think is you have to hit the information, and go through to everybody as well. If you report the accounts that have no pictures first, and then check to anybody else. Like, if, for instance, if they're trying to promote things that they claim that they're business-wise, report them as well. Because they could be part of this scam as well. And I'm very angry, upset that Instagram has not taken their accounts down. I mean, especially these kinds of scammers. So, because of that, do not interact with them. All they want to do is they're trying to scam you. They want your money. Probably even want your passwords. I mean, after somebody tried to contact to somebody else and wanted their passwords to deal with the Instagram algorithm, it's just report them. If anybody tries to contact you and they say they want to help you with the Instagram algorithm, just report them and then decline the message. The other thing I really want to do is I almost decided to do this. I must report them that, and then I would kind of almost DM to those who got involved into this and ask them if they could follow me, because I want to help them out to protect them from dealing this kind of garbage. There's 2 things that I know. There's another scam going on. Somebody somebody probably weaseled in, put in fake followers and ended up getting his account verified. There are people who there are hackers who can do that. They want to take your Instagram account. They want to put fake followers, get your account verified, and either they want to try to scam you, scam others, or they would do is to try to promote a fake website, which that happened to me in the past. So just be on the lookout for those accounts, especially because of hackers. And like I said before in my last video, if you need a protection from these hackers, make sure you have a strong password, something that you can easily memorize, or you can write it down. Make sure to have a 2-factor authentication turned on, and if it's sent to your phone, that's fine. I'm not keen on the emails because of this, but so far, Epic Games and Roblox are the only 2 to do so. And I wish they could consider to do a 2-factor, let me use the Authy app so I can put a 2-factor authentication through that instead. So yes, like I said, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, make sure you have a two-factor authentication. I think you can do it through their settings and probably under security. If you have Facebook, probably Facebook, and Google, and even YouTube, try to do a two-factor authentication, or try to go make sure you can make sure to activate it through your phone. If you have Amazon, Twitch, make sure you do this. Make sure to set up a two-factor authentication using the Authy app, or you can use a Google app or anything. What else I want to say? So, yes, so please be very careful of getting messages. If these people who are not your trustworthy friend, do not accept it. There are people out there, and that's what nearly ticked me off yesterday. And I was very angry and upset that somebody would scam somebody. I was very upset that somebody was trying to pull this scam on me. I mean, seriously, I do not like to get. I don't want. And in fact, I'm trying to figure out how the heck did my Instagram accounts got hacked. I didn't do anything about that. So, I don't know how that happened, but probably it happened around the same time they tried to hack my Fortnite account too. And that's another thing. There are scams not only on scams going on Instagram, but also on Twitter too. If you see anybody on Twitter, either there's the PayPal scam. They'll say to you, it's like, they'll give you a little sad story. They're going to give you a little weird story saying, oh yes, I have gotten this money because I won the lottery, or yada, yada, yada. There's going to be a picture of somebody's PayPal account with this amount of money. And it's probably been ripped off the internet somewhere. And they said to them, oh, I want 100,000, and I'll give you $1,000. And here's the reason why. There's two reasons why this is considered to be a scam. One, they want retweets because they want people to follow them on, not just on Twitter, but Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, the whole entire social network stuff. The other reason why they also want to do this is because they want your email and they want to hack you. So if you see that, please report them. Alright, and don't do it, okay? Because that won't help you anyway. Now, there's another scam going on. It's called selling accounts. There are people that are selling accounts. Claiming they sell Fortnite accounts and Twitter accounts. Understand this goes violating both of Epic Games and Twitter, their policies that you cannot sell Fortnite accounts and Twitter accounts. And the reason why is because there could be private information. So, if you see somebody to do that as well, report them as harassment, but also make sure to also hit and the way you report this is you go to the person's tweet, report it as harassment, and then look for when said including private information. Report that as well, and then report any other tweets to it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because for those who are selling the accounts, especially Fortnite, and Twitter accounts, goes against Epic Games and Twitter's policies, especially selling Twitter accounts. And it's also because it goes, and if you guys are wondering why is that, because it goes against of buying and selling, and you can't do that if it's you cannot sell Twitter accounts as much as you cannot sell Fortnite. And another thing, if you are being contacted by somebody on Twitter, somebody tweet at you and say they want you to sell your Fortnite account to them, don't. Okay? That goes against Epic Games policy, because nobody should be selling that, no matter what it is, because that goes against Epic Games' rules is about this. And so if anybody tries to contact, even they tweet at you, report them, so Twitter can take them down. So no matter if they want to try to sell you, or they're selling Fortnite accounts or Twitter accounts, just report them. Even if they're also trying to sell YouTube and Twitch, still against Twitter's policy. More likely is also against YouTube and Twitch's policies as well. Actually, is any platform who has policies of selling accounts, they should be, the people who are trying to sell it, they should be banned. I mean, seriously, you shouldn't be doing that at all, no matter what. And that's why. So, besides all of that, so yes, that's what I'm trying to let everybody know, that I'm not interested that people are trying to break policies that these social network platforms have put in to people. Don't do that so they don't lose their accounts. And the reason why is because it goes against everything. And for people who do that, they think it, oh, it's an easy way to make money. No, it's not. It's a scam. You know? And this really makes people angry. So, before I wrap this up right now, because I'm talking for a very long time, I have to let you guys know I'm going to try my best streaming today. If I don't, it's because I have to go to the dermatologist. Just letting you guys know that I do apologize for it. Anyway, if you don't see me streaming today, I mean, besides this streaming vlog, I do apologize. And I'm about to burp anyway. Excuse me. Sorry. Before I wrap this up, I have to say something else. Listen, last night, actually, I'm on Twitter, and I find out something. And it was from Rena Scully, and I know she and Aki Deers are having issues with their thumbnails. Apparently, I went to check on my phone. I didn't bother checking on my iPad, on the app, and also the desktop. But apparently, YouTube is kind of messing around with their thumbnails for their videos. And when I went to check for Rena and Aki, Rena's was okay, especially because I also got results of not just of her, but also some from other YouTube channels, including the one that is Sugar Pine 7, which used to be the Steven Septic channel. But yeah, I mean, I mean, her thumbnails were not messed around. But when I went to check out Aki's, it was not there. I was like, and especially because I went to see to make sure if it was the right thumbnails. It wasn't. So when I went to hit one of her videos, like, I guess the one where she tries to sing, I went to tap that, had the video played, and then when I exited, I went to go check, it was not matching to the search results. So I was just wondering, what the heck is going on? So, and of course this happened to Rena Scully about a year ago. I'm like, really? So, that's not the reason why. Even though I'm very angry right now at YouTube for messing around with thumbnails and stuff. But actually, I do want to address something about somebody who went after Rena on one of her videos. Apparently, somebody left a very inappropriate comment saying that, oh, she's culture appropriation. What the crap is going on with that? Who says that to somebody else? I mean, this is like what happened months ago with some Chinese American moron and went after some girl over her prom dress that not only he got mad about, but the country child got mad at him for being mad at her. And even though there are some YouTubers who went to defend the woman, this young woman, by the way, she was graduating from high school, and now she got verified on Twitter. Anyway, so I was like, is somebody getting mad at Rena again? I'm like, really? And I was like, is this going to be happening? Is this the morons brigade of telling somebody what is culture appropriated or not? I'm like, dude, sit, and there was a troll. I'm like, dude, sit your butt down in the little corner, or get off the internet and think about what you just said to a YouTuber who, by the way, has more subscribers than you will ever have. I'll ever have either. I was like, ugh. And it was because, oh, she's terrible because she had blonde hair. Why does she not have black hair? Maybe because she wants to be different. I mean, seriously, why are we attacking somebody who can definitely speak can speak English and Japanese, and for me to want to be a friend for her? But apparently, it is not okay for some trolls. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. The reason why Rena, and this is not a good idea to target any YouTuber, unless there are some reasons why. But for Rena, she needs to have her hands off, alright? And it's just because of why. She has blonde hair and she's not the stereotype of a Japanese person. Maybe because Rena wants to have blonde hair. Let her. I mean, actually, if I go into any of the populated Japanese cities, especially Tokyo, you know, women, actually, this is really funny about this. I was trying to think, I was watching, I believe, NHK World, and they had talked about, people dyeing their hair. And actually, they're not just a bunch of Japanese people. I mean, there are some Japanese people, young ones, would do so. Rena had her hair. And actually, it's not just her. I mean, I know there's a pro wrestler. His name is Kazukicho Okada. Okada actually dyed his hair, too. That, even another wrestler, Kota Ibushi, he also had his hair dyed as well. Oh. There are people who are from Japan and want to be unique, like, as much as the rest of the world is. But for somebody to somebody go and leave a bad comment, a terrible comment saying she's culture appropriated, no, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Seriously. And of course, I find out also on Twitter, people are harassing her, not just because of her looks, but also to the person she married. Which, by the way, she's referring to her husband, and he's from here, the United States, and I think even in New Jersey. Because I heard that she told a story about this, that she had gone to school here in New Jersey, even though she was living out in California. But, anyway. See, how do I say this? But yes. I was very upset that people went after her, and there still are. And, I just wish people would stop bullying Rena. I mean, I think this has gone a little bit way out of control, and I think ever since the whole entire situation with Logan Paul, what he did back in January, and Rena was very upset about that, and then people went after her and targeted her and leaving nasty and inappropriate comments. And instead of her not removing it, she shared it with everybody on Twitter, and that made me angry and upset. Where does, and I just want to know to the people out there who think that this is okay, what is wrong with you? I mean, seriously, Rena Scully didn't do nothing wrong to you, yet you attacked her. In fact, what she had to say about Logan Paul, was something she had to speak, because this was her home country. Logan Paul had to be a complete and utter jerk, because he had no respect to that country. Because when you're in that country, when you're in another country like Japan, you have to show respect, and that's not what Logan Paul did. He acted like a complete moron, and because of that, and nearly about the whole entire country was very angry. And especially Rena Scully was angry about this. I know Aki Dearest was. Her boyfriend Joey was. Gaijin Goomba. I mean, seriously. I mean, people were very upset who created these videos about the Japanese culture, and who had been living in the country, or who talk about this. They were very angry and upset. I mean, especially when I had to hear from Gaijin Goomba, who said he had built a trust to those people and respect in that country. And now he ended up fearing that he's going to lose that respect from them because of Logan Paul. And apparently, I know Joey and Aki were very upset too. And Rena was as well. But people who left comments, rude, inappropriate comments, were targeting Rena. And I was so angry and upset that somebody go after her. But now people are still going after her. And it's because, she's ugly. You don't know what ugliness is. Unless you go see that commercial for that that people who has psoriasis. Jeez, they way uglier. They're so ugly as crap. I can't stand it. Believe me, Ren Scarlet looks way beautiful though than anybody. I mean, that Taranaki looks so beautiful, and I will say that it's a compliment for those two. I mean, seriously. Anybody thinks they're ugly, they need to get a reality check. I mean, seriously. Don't go and say things, oh, they're so ugly. You need a reality check. I mean, seriously. Hey, I mean, I have, there are a lot of people who I follow who are so beautiful enough, and so handsome enough. They're not even ugly. I mean, seriously. I will go and say for them said, Rena's not ugly, she's beautiful. Oh, you need a reality check, dude. Probably because you've been going on to all those crappy websites that saying things. I mean, seriously, the woman's still beautiful. I mean, especially when she got married. I mean, wow. She looked very beautiful. I mean, seriously. Especially when she had to put on a black wig. And she had all this white kimono, as her wedding dress. I mean, she looks so beautiful. And for somebody to go and say that she's ugly, go sit down. Get off the internet. Go sit in the corner and think about what you said. Because nobody should say something bad about anybody, no matter what. And especially to anybody who is more popular, who has more subscribers than you're ever going to have. I mean, seriously, I hope one day I would have I would hope that I would have more subscribers and followers. And one day I hope that I would meet Rena. One day. And I would say to her, I wish I was your friend. And when you were at school, you shouldn't have been bullied like that. Because nobody should be bullied. Especially somebody like Rena Scully. It made me angry and upset for this. I mean, Joey, and Aki, and Genjin Goomba are the reasons, and I know there's some others who I also subscribe to, makes me want to appreciate more about Japan and than what is going on here in the United States. And I'm sorry I have to say that. And I know I'm crying a little bit much. But it's not just them, but there are others too. I mean, sure, right now I appreciate watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. And maybe just because they have a foreigner as their champion. Even though he's getting so much crap from fake fans. Yes, I will say this. Kenny Omega, who originally is from Canada, he has become a Japanese citizen. I heard some reports saying that he is, and he comes, and he can go wherever he wants to. However, and yet he still gets bullied by supposed wrestling fans, but they're not really wrestling fans. I mean, seriously. And there are those who went after him because due to the fact of what took place months ago. What was it? Excuse me, in Orlando. Oh no, actually it's more like Daytona. Even though it's the CEO Gaming. with the event from New Japan, with a event with New Japan Pro Wrestling. And at that time, I did not know about what was going on, that the first match that these three commentators who usually commentate for esports events had no idea what was going on. And apparently I didn't know who these two wrestlers were until by the time nearly almost to the way to the show was almost over, somebody tweeted out, oh, one of them is a pedophile. Like, what? Why? Like, and then of course after that, I find out, I don't know, it was the day or 2 days after that, Kenny didn't realize what was going on. He didn't know about this person. And, and then of course there was so much crap going on about this. And then apparently right before, and I will say this, and even though I understand that he didn't know, I didn't know either, but about days before the, about a day before, no, it was somewhat about, let's say, a few hours to a day, no, it was the day before the, Chris Jericho cruise. He's on Twitter, and somebody tweeted at him, and they were very rude and mean. And they're calling him, they're saying things that, oh, why did you brought this pedophile? How come you're doing this, that, blah, 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 blah. And he did not know. He had no idea. Yes, and even though people had gone past that, there are some people who are still bringing this up. And I'm like, who the heck are you to questioning about that? And they still went after him. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He didn't do nothing wrong. Yet here we are. Some people are still talking about this. They tweeted him. I found out that he blocked them, which is a good thing for him that he did. And I also ended up blocking those who went after him. They're still talking about what happened months ago. And yet, it just makes me feel sad. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel sick that I'm trying to be an ordinary wrestling fan who also tries to building up a YouTube and Twitch career of streaming and playing games and all that stuff. And yet I find out somebody gets bullied. Yet I'm finding out somebody gets bullied just because. Why? There are others who went after a lot of fans. And I'm trying to figure out why people are bullying Kenny Omega. And then it makes me realize, oh wait, the reason why they're bullying him is because he beat it the Katsukicha Okada for the IWGP heavyweight title. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the reason why. I was so angry about that. I mean, because there are people who are out there so racist because they're mad at somebody else that is not even a native. They're mad because there's no native had challenged Okada, who, by the way, had that title for over a year. And Okada wanted to face against somebody. He wanted to face against Kenny Omega. And apparently they're going to say, oh, somebody's at fault. What, you're going to blame this on the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Harold Meiji? I wouldn't. And I'm pretty sure somebody in Wilkin, and probably Meiji, approved. I mean, seriously, if that's the reason why, there's something wrong with that. As much as I hate to say this, but if people are going to get mad because a foreigner won the title, well, one to be the face, it still is on the face of New Japan, one to help out get this company out there, then so be it. In fact, I haven't heard anybody much complaining about New Japan, let alone, like, they're wondering, why is there not women wrestlers? Maybe because maybe because there's women promotions in Japan that people can go ahead and watch. I mean, they're not WWE. Seriously. I'm like, oi. So, what I'm just trying to say in defense of everything is people need to stop bullying others without knowing about these people. And for anybody thinking it's okay to bully others, it's not. I mean, seriously. No matter if it has to deal with Rena Scully or Kenny Omega, I will get very angry, upset, and I will blast you after I report you. Because it's not okay for somebody to go on to Twitter or on YouTube or Instagram and saying things. And it's actually, I'll say another thing. You know, not only those two got bullied, I find out Maria Kanellis Bennett, she's using her maiden name in WWE because of this, because WWE is a bunch of bums. But Maria Kanellis Bennett and her husband Mike Bennett, you know, Maria just had a baby. Just recently had a baby. It's a girl. Well, they call her Freddie. But apparently she too had been harassed. Because she just recently had a child, and WWE gave her a chance to, you know, go into maternity leave for her, and they let her go on maternity leave, and they even let Mike go be with her. Yet people on Instagram are saying mean things about Maria, and I'm like, oh, Litos, why? So, because of all this bull crap that there are people out there, no matter if it's YouTubers, wrestlers, famous people, no one should get bullied like that. I mean, seriously. See, you know, if you're gonna start belittling people, you shouldn't be on the internet. I mean, seriously. You know, and if you're thinking this is okay, it's not. Really, it's not. Anyway, I'm about to lose my voice, and I'm gonna let it rest. I'd say more worse than that. Anyway, guys, so I'm just letting you guys know what is going on. I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna let my voice relax. We'll also make sure I have my medications taken before I go. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to try to stream, but I have to get ready to go to the dermatologist because of this, because of the skin tags, like here. I'd say almost covering almost my whole entire body. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry for this taking very long, but I had to say things on my mind, and it nearly pissed me off. Oops, sorry for the swearing. But anyway, I hope you guys understand what's going on. If you guys do, please hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on. Yes, I will see you guys probably with a shorter vlog. Probably in the next time, okay? There's no outro music, and I'm just saying this. If I get a bot saying, lead me to Alestra's extra music, I will report them. I will put everybody on blast. I'll tag in Team YouTube for this, because they need to fix this bullcrap. Alright, I'm just saying. YouTube needs to shut down these accounts immediately. These Electro Music accounts, because all I'm gonna get is more bots because of this. So no matter if I have music or not, especially the music coming from Jordan Marin and from his Mountain Music YouTube channel. Oh, it has to be stopped! So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next stream or video. Make sure to follow me in the social networks. It's in the description down below. Anyway, guys, that's it. Alright. Hopefully, I will see you guys I will see you guys again soon. Until then, bye.